Okay, this week's review is my own personal Transformers Fembot, which is based on the comic book style custom. And she's pretty universal. She works really good with Transformers, any Prowl release or universe or Protectobots. And the head sculpt is 3D printed by Techrom Designs on shapeways.com. So all the information will be listed below, so check that out. So this here is a custom. It's a Transformers Robocop 2014 crossover. And so the ingredients will be the head sculpt, or 3D printed head, the Robots in Disguise Transformers Prime RC frame, and the Robocop pullback cycle with figure. So that's the three main parts that I've used, as well as let's see, this stuff here, this epoxy sculpt by Avis works great, and that's what I used to go ahead and sculpt in and just kind of fuse everything together. So there's a lot of chopping and cutting and registering parts. Everything fits well, transforms good. Overall, the wings don't fold back all the way, but that's all right. She looks pretty good as it is. And let's talk about her color configuration. Let's see. Basic white and black, some silver, and police decal. Turn her around, and there she is. Turn her this way. This piece here I could extend out more so it tucks in here, but if I were to do that, it would cost more for me to do, and I don't think people want to spend $150 to $200 for a basic deluxe custom unless you really want to, or a die-hard fan of fembots like myself. But most likely I'm doing these for myself. I've sold a few, so I'm just going to leave it as it is. Plan on building another one in the future, maybe a bad cop version, which is Decepticon colors, so she can have a counterpart with the Transformers Collectors Club exclusive Prowl version. I forgot the name of it, but again, that's another project. And I'm going to go ahead and get on with the transformation. So go ahead and unplug this blade piece here, and this gun looks really good on her, even though it was not so great. I know some of you didn't like it, but I think as for a cop, I think it suits pretty good. Take that off. And now for the head to puzzle in her chest area, I had to do some editing and chopping and cutting away so everything fits properly, even though he said that the head should actually tilt or turn on one side and tilt downward, which it was putting indentations in her cheek. And that is a big number, and I will not do that. So again, more work. This is a lot more work than you think it is. So, raise my camera a bit. See what's going on here. So, gonna go ahead and let's rotate her forearm back. Come on. And rotate her hand, the wrist. Have to be careful not to scuff the paint on her shoulders because of these blade parts here. And not to grab the decal police logo because it could come off. And go ahead and pinch these together. Line this up. This is a custom, so customs do take a while to transform because I want to be careful. And let's bring down the handlebar or the kickstand. Straighten out this fist or hand for shoulders. And be careful with the back piece here. Now, see how our head tucks in. At first, it didn't do this because it was hitting the chest, inner chest sections. And Techron explained to me that you actually have to rotate the head, but I decided not to do that because, again, I used the ultra fine detail 3D printed version, which maybe the head is larger, I don't know. Maybe the cheaper versions are smaller, I really don't know, but so far this is what I need to do. Okay, so don't want to scratch any paint, and I think that's good. Bring these down a bit, fold them in. Carefully fold this down, rotate the wheel. And I did use the original handlebars from the pullback Robocop cycle, so the handlebars are swapped out. Before I do that, let's see here. Bring this in, and this is a bit tricky. There, I think that should do it. Tab these into the side. Let's see here. Other side. Yeah, I think I've got it. Okay. And there she is in her bike mode. Let's see, that should do it. Let's see, trying to figure out why she's leaning too much on one side. Maybe this needs to be out more. Yeah, that should do it. And this guy still tab this back in. I think it might be the arm here. This guy can still ride it as well. So his fist or his hand plugs into the handlebar and basically straddles over it, because RC is pretty, well, you know, the design is pretty, you know, wide, but, you know, and having a hard time balancing it. For some reason, it is leaning too far. Let's see. Yeah. Just got to push down on it a bit. But yeah, it works pretty good. I know the saddle is a little raised more, so if I were to do another one, I would do some improvements on it by raising the saddle a little bit lower. But it's a super bike, which looks pretty good. It's this futuristic concept of a futuristic motorcycle, and it pretty much is. But it looks really cool. It looks really nice, and I am a fan of futuristic motorcycles. So this is a custom. It took me about, I'd say about a month off and on. So there she is with Robocop 2014. So hope you enjoyed this review. And I will do another review on another Fembot custom shortly. So stay tuned.